most of you rely too much on politicians to tell you how the economy is doing. So sometimes you engage in an argument with somebody and they really do not understand the outlook of the economy. So there are three things you need to look at if you want to know whether the economy is doing better or it is doing bad. Number one, we look at the interest rates. And if the interest rates are high, then the economy is doing bad. And interest rates basically show the access to credit. With higher interest rates, then the businesses or the local people cannot access loans in easy way. They cannot access credit, and therefore doing business is hard. So if you take, for example, other countries like the US, the EU, and some of the advanced economies, you realize that their interest rates range between 3 to 6 or even 7%. Now compare that with what we have here in Kenya, where we have around 13 to 20%. Some banks will even extend credit to you at 20% interest rate. So that shows that the economy is doing pretty bad. So the next thing we look at is the foreign exchange, and this is basically how the local currency is trading against other currencies out there. But to be very specific, we look at the USD because USD is the base currency. So from January, not from January, for the last 1 year, say from August last year, we have lost over 25 shillings. So you realize that in August or in September 2nd last year, the dollar was trading at 120 shillings, 0.05. But September today, exactly 1 year later, the shilling is trading at 146, 147, you see? So in that span of time, we have lost, the Kenyan shilling has lost against the dollar by over 25 shillings. And if you want to know this one is heavy and it is hard, in the last 10 years, say from 2013 to 2022, the Kenyan shilling only lost 20 shilling against the dollar. It depreciated by 20 shilling only. But now, within 1 year, we have lost over 25 shilling. So that is pretty bad. And what that means is that the purchasing power of the people or the money that you have devalued. What you would have bought with that 1,000, if you go to the shop today, you will buy less compared to what you would have bought last year with the same amount. So that also shows that the economy is in shambles. The economy is moving south and something needs to be done. So the third thing that we look at is the capital markets. And in Kenya, we look at the Nairobi Securities Exchange. Just look at the volatility of stocks and the pricing of stock. Look at the behavior of investors. You know, before the price of any stock is put there, you understand that it encompasses everything. Yeah, the risk, everything. So if you see investors moving out of the economy, and I understand also that in the last 1 year, we have lost over 1 trillion shillings in the Nairobi Securities Exchange. And that is now how you realize that the economy is extremely going south. And something needs to be done urgently.